Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a soup popular in the eastern part of Nigeria. I'm going to be showing you a shortcut to making this soup, so make sure you sit back and enjoy this video. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using to make the oha soup. The full ingredients list will be in the description box below. So guys, I'm going to start off by adding pepper, crayfish and ogiri to blend. I'm using yellow pepper, red pepper and tatashe. Ogiri is similar to locust beans and there's actually no oha soup without ogiri. I usually store my crayfish in the freezer and I just blend it when I'm ready. So right now I'm going to proceed to picking the oha leaves. The best way to do this is just by pulling gently, like you can see in the video. Any leaf that refuses to come out is probably not good, so just keep it and move on to the next one. So I seasoned this meat earlier with salt, seasoning cube and onions. So right now I'm going to add the mix I blended earlier, my crayfish, pepper and ogiri. And then I'm going to be adding some water and Cameroon pepper. So right now people might be thinking that you like too much pepper, but actually it's not too much, but just put according to what you can handle. So my village people do not actually use palm oil to make oha soup. They use palm fruit concentrate as seen above. I'm sure when they are seeing this video, they'll be like, what is this girl doing? But if you just want to save time and just get the soup out quick, just use palm oil. It still comes out great. See, just use palm oil and move on. So after adding the oil, I covered the pot and allowed to boil for a bit. So right now I'm going to be introducing my seasoning cube, salt and UZIZA. Mix everything up together and I'm going to allow to boil for a bit more. So you'll notice that the color of the soup is changing, which tells you that we are kind of getting somewhere. So I'm still going to cover the soup and allow it to boil for a little bit more. Then I'm going to proceed to slice my UZIZA leaves and set it aside to be ready to add to the soup. So I added an extra cup of water to the soup and it's time for a thickener. You can't cook oha soup without thickener. To thicken the soup, you can use cocoyam, ACHI or oats. To use oats, just blend about a cup of oats and then add to your desired thickness. So I'm going to be using about 2 to 3 tablespoons of ACHI to thicken this soup. After you put your thickener, you need to allow it to dissolve. For instance, if you use cocoyam, you need to let the cocoyam dissolve. If you put oats, you need to let your oats dissolve. I use ACHI, so I need to let it incorporate properly into the soup. And as you can see, the soup is thickening up. So right now I'm going to be tasting my soup to see if I have enough salt, and if the salt is not enough, I'm going to add a little bit more. But my soup tasted perfect, so there was no need to add salt. So next thing I'm going to be doing is to introduce the cut UZIZA into the pot. So I'm going to let this to boil for 1 to 2 minutes, and you really don't want to overcook your vegetables. So right now I'm going to proceed to cut the oha leaves. On a side note, you actually don't cut the oha leaves till you're ready to put it in the pot, because if you cut it way before you're ready, the leaves are going to start turning black. So I'm going to, after cutting that, I already washed my fish with hot water, so I'm just going to add it into the pot, and then I'm going to introduce my oha leaves. Once I add my oha leaves, I'm just going to mix everything together and take it off the heat. You have to take it off the heat to stop the cooking time, so that your oha soup is still very fresh and green. That's how you know a perfectly cooked oha soup. I forgot to add that you don't actually cut your oha leaves very tiny. So some people actually use their hands to cut their oha leaves, but I just use knife and slice it into big chunks. The oha soup is ready, and see, this soup is delicious. If you eat this soup, or if you've not eaten it before, you're going to lick your 5 fingers. See, this is my best soup, and I really love cooking this soup because it is very delicious. So are you team hand or team fork? I'm team hand any day, anytime. See how my hands are to tell you how I enjoy this soup. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.